Israel and Hamas agreed on Wednesday to the first phase of U.S. President Donald Trump's plan for Gaza, sparking celebrations by Palestinians in the coastal enclave in the early hours of Thursday morning. The agreement, reached through indirect talks in Egypt, comes just a day after the second anniversary of Hamas militants' cross-border attack that triggered Israel's devastating assault on Gaza. Trump said on Truth Social that the sign-off by Hamas and Israel on the first phase of the plan meant that, quote, all of the hostages will be released very soon, and Israel will withdraw their troops to an agreed-upon line. Hamas confirmed it had reached an agreement to end the war, saying the deal includes an Israeli withdrawal from the enclave and a hostage prisoner exchange. Israeli officials believe that of the 48 hostages held by Hamas, 20 are still alive. A Hamas source said the living hostages would be handed over within 72 hours of the Israeli government approving the deal. An Israeli government spokesperson said the hostage release was expected to begin on Saturday. The accord, if fully implemented, would bring the two sides closer than any previous effort to halt a war that had evolved into a regional conflict, deepened Israel's international isolation, and reshaped the Middle East. However, as has been the case with previous peace efforts, crucial details are yet to be spelled out, including the timing, a post-war administration for the Gaza Strip, and the fate of the Palestinian militant group Hamas. Two sources familiar with the talks confirmed that sticking points included the mechanism for the Israeli withdrawal, with Hamas seeking a clear timeline linked to the release of hostages and guarantees of a complete pullout by Israeli forces. The next phase of Trump's plan calls for an international body led by Trump and including former British Prime Minister Tony Blair to play a role in Gaza's post-war administration. Arab countries which back the plan say it must lead to eventual independence for a Palestinian state, which Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says will never happen. Hamas has said it would relinquish Gaza governance only to a Palestinian technocrat government supervised by the Palestinian Authority and backed by Arab and Muslim countries. It rejects any role for Blair or foreign rule of Gaza. Hamas has also so far refused to discuss Israel's demand that Hamas give up its arms. A Palestinian source close to the talks said Hamas would reject that demand as long as Israeli troops occupy Palestinian land. Earlier on Wednesday, Trump said that he may travel to Egypt this weekend, possibly leaving as soon as Saturday.